10 things that are going to help your channel grow. Tip number 1 is have someone review your channel. So before you do anything, make any more videos or anything like that, ask someone to review your channel. Boy, did I need this. I had one of my friends tell me, have you ever had someone review your channel? And I was like, no. It's like, you should have someone review your channel. And I was thinking and contemplated, who do I ask? Like, so I started figuring and asking fellow YouTubers on other fellow websites that I'm in, like Facebook. Hey, would you guys be willing to review my channel? Nobody responded. So I was like, okay. And then this one YouTuber in particular, I thank him so much. He was like, hey, I'm giving a free channel review. Who wants a free channel review? And I was like, oh my God, I totally need this. This is exactly what I was looking for. So that's exactly what I did, is I submitted my work and asked him, and he gave me the best advice. Please don't take their criticism literally. They're only trying to help you and give you the best advice. And what you don't know, I'm a firm believer, you can't acknowledge, you can't fix. So that's exactly what was going on with me. Is I knew one is that I needed to fix on my thumbnail. And if you're ADHD hyper like me, then you'll make a lot of mistakes like me, like I did, and try not to make those mistakes, because that is exactly what I was doing. Is I wasn't stopping and having clarity on what I needed to say. And clarity for me is important because I need to stop and proofread what I was reading. So I asked one of my old friends who's an English professor, and I asked her, hey, teach, and she knew about my ADHD and dyslexia. She told me, you need to try Grammarly. So sometimes now she reviews my work, but she told me about Grammarly. Grammarly is a great app because it helps you not only with your grammar, with your punctuation, and it tells you, okay, this doesn't make sense. Maybe try this sentence instead. And Grammarly is actually free. Free, guys. Who doesn't love free? I know I do. So that is the first thing that I started doing, is asking someone to review your channel. That is the first thing you should do too, because it's going to help you fix the problems that you didn't know you had. And sometimes coming from an expert YouTuber who's doing extremely well gives you that, okay, because they know what they're talking about, and they've been on YouTube for longer than you have, or maybe have more experience and have more subscribers, and they're only giving you the best advice to help your channel grow. So one of the tips is, number 1 is, don't forget, give someone your channel to review it, whether it be a friend or a YouTuber, somebody to review your channel, at least to give you the best feedback that you can possibly get. And second, before you start working on anything, is practice your thumbnail before you make your video. First thing is you should be doing is practicing your thumbnail. And that's something that I wasn't doing because like I said, I'm always hyper and I'm always on the go, and I'm just like, this looks good, and I would submit. No, and that's one of the things that my YouTube channel has been failing on, is that because I don't give myself that time to work on my thumbnail. So something that I started to doing is submitting my thumbnail on my Facebook page with other fellow YouTubers that I'm in, and they gave me the best feedback. And look at what they said. Some of them said that my thumbnail was too much, like, why am I yelling, or maybe I should take the YouTube logo off. And then someone said, no, the YouTube logo is just right, or just tone it down a little bit, or make it more reliable to your video, to what you're talking about. And I was like, yes, because it did look like I was yelling, but I was just trying different expressions and trying to figure out which one worked best for my video. So I chose this one that you guys obviously have seen, because it works. And one of the things that they pointed out is my lettering. It's too small. You need to make it bigger so where they can see it and they're able to read it. So that is something that I suggest you guys practice, is working on your thumbnails first. Give you guys at least 2 to 3 hours or less. And if you need more, don't be afraid to take more time. Just practice on your thumbnail before you make your YouTube video. It's gonna help, and it's gonna make a big difference. So that's what I've been doing, is submitting my work to YouTubers that have been on YouTube for a while, on Facebook or any social platform, and just asking them, hey, what do you think of this thumbnail? And you'll get honest, raw feedback. And again, don't take their personal comments seriously to where it brings you down. They're not trying to drag you or bring you down. They're just trying to give you the best feedback that they can possibly get. Because A, you did ask for the feedback, right? And you do want the feedback. It's what's going to help you to see. And sometimes, yeah, the feedback can be a little harsh, but it's always good to get good feedback from your fellow YouTubers. I hope I'm not boring you. Hi, welcome to the Pursuit of Learning YouTube, where my channel is all about learning and innovating YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see more videos like this one. So now that we're on tip number 3, is stop and slow down. Stop and slow down, because I am very, very hyper, as you can tell. And sometimes when I don't, so sometimes I have to pause what I'm doing, take a breather, come back and film. So what I do is I watch my favorite YouTube channel or my favorite Netflix show, or take a breather, go for a walk, get some clarity out of my head, get some jitters out, exercise, and then come back so I can get focused on what I need to do, because you want to stay focused. You don't want to lose track of this nonsense and start just not making any sense of what your video is all about. So just stop and slow down, and it is going to help you actually see, oh my god, I wrote this word wrong, or maybe I need to change this or fix this. Because believe me, I'm guilty. When I don't stop and actually slow down and proofread what I'm reading, or take the time to take the next step to actually edit properly, like go back and review, because it can be tedious and you can get tired, you get bored. Because believe it or not, if you're like me, you have a 9-to-5 job, hit the like button and give me a smash button, because I know I could be tired. I work 12 hours straight mostly every day now, and I get home and I'm just like and I've been working even on my days off, and I still come and grind on YouTube because I love what I do. I love making videos and getting better and giving you guys the best feedback and the best information. So just always remember to take the time to stop and pause. Clarity. Remember the word clarity. You want to show your YouTube video before you submit it to somebody. So number 4 is go back to your thumbnail. Tip number 4 is go back to your thumbnails and submit it again once you're all finished and you're all done and you think you got it done. That way it gives you a fresh perspective of what people really think. Did it work? Did they like this one? And see if you get a better yes response than a no response. And that's something that's going to help you maybe realize, okay, I'm going to go with this one. It's actually good. Because remember, you want to give your audience what they want. Not what you want, it's what your audience want, because that's going to help you succeed better. It's not about what you want, it's you giving it back to your audience about what they want to see. And if you learn your audience, you'll see that, and you'll start noticing that, and start making videos and thumbnails about what your audience wants to see. 5 is work on your editing skills. So what I do, and a fellow YouTuber suggested it to me, is go back to your old videos and just practice on editing. Just practice editing your old videos, and you start getting, if it takes you 1,000 times, if it takes 5,000 times, it doesn't matter how long it takes you, just turn your "I can't" into "yes, I can." Because that's exactly what you want to do. Because yeah, you can pay somebody to edit your work, excuse me, but you're never going to get better. And you're never going to know how far you could have done. So you want to be able to take the work and the credit for everything you do on your YouTube channel. So one of the things that somebody said to me is, well, why don't you just pay someone to edit your videos and do your thumbnails? And I'm like, no, I can. And I would love their help and advice and tips on how to do this. So somebody give me tips and advice. And I watch other YouTubers, how they give tips and advice on editing videos, like on Think Media or Nick or Channel Makers. I love how they give the best advice, and I always go back and review their videos on this because it helps me. Oh, okay, I do this. And I give myself 30 minutes, and I take 30-minute breaks, because sometimes, like me, if you're ADHD, you can get overwhelmed and unfocused very quickly, just like that. And trust me, you'll be losing your focus. And so that's what I've been doing, is coming back with a fresh perspective, and okay, I'm ready to do this again, and I'll start editing and fixing what it is that I'm doing wrong. 6 is you want to research your title and thumbnail, because you want to research your title just to give you an idea. Is this the type of video I want to be doing? Should I be making this type of video? And it gives you an idea of your competition as well, to see how good of a competition you're doing. Because is your competition going to be too high? Are there people searching this very much? Is it very popular? Is it something that people want to know? Should I be? And it's going to give you that type of general idea, because you want to be able to research that so that you can also see how other YouTubers do it, and maybe you might be able to spin your own thoughts and see, oh, I like that, I might try that. Second is script or do a bullet point. Do you script or do a bullet point? I like to script, because sometimes when you don't, you can turn on the camera and be like, oh crap, what was I gonna say? Or you can forget the most important things that you wanted to say in the first place, and you're just like, I left that out. So sometimes it's better if you just pause and script, or do a little bullet point on how they do it on movie talk shows and stuff like that, and it helps you, read exactly word by word what you wanted to say, because you want to give the viewers straight to the point. You want to give them the best entertainment. You want to add your own sauce to it, but you also want to get straight to the point. So because that's going to help your videos get more engagement, and maybe that's what's going to help you get people to watch your videos longer. Is 8. Go back once you're done filming your video and editing your video. Is 8. Go back and submit your video to a fellow YouTuber or your friends or your peers or somebody, and before submitting it on YouTube, go back and tell them, hey, watch my video, and take notes, and have a timer with you, and start taking notes on when people are losing you. Like, if you submit it to somebody, let them know when they stop watching, why they stop watching, or pause. So that's something that you want to do, is you want to see when they stop watching, when they looked away, why they are not intrigued, and how long did they watch for, because that's going to help you figure out a general idea of what it is that you're doing wrong with your video. Is it boring? I hope I'm not boring you. 9. When you're done doing all that, optimize your video. Go back and optimize your video to the best of your ability. Use hashtags. Figure out what are the best hashtags for your video, and start watching into those hashtags. Go to YouTube and type in those hashtags and see how many people are looking up those hashtags, and see what your competition is, if it's worth it, because sometimes that helps us figure out, oh, I didn't even know I can use this other word as a hashtag, and that's going to give you more keywords, and in general it's going to help your channel in the long run. And then 10, you're done. You can submit your work, relax, submit, and let your video go, and best of luck to you, and I hope you get many subscribers and many views, and you're ready to show people what you're made of. Bye. I hope you like these videos and these tips and ideas, and I hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bye.